What up, YouTube? This your boy Jerry Speaks. Just real quick, man. I saw Captain America: A Brave New World, last night, and I planned on actually dropping a video that day, but things just kept getting in the way. So I was like, let me drop it today when I get some rest and things of that nature. So I apologize for a little scratching with the voice. This movie was actually pretty great. Actually, I actually really enjoyed it. Seeing the Red Hulk finally make his introduction, I know a lot of people were kind of shitting on the learner. I'm sorry, excuse me, the leader, and maybe even the Serpent Squad and whatnot. The case may be, and even some people even wondering if that was actually the real life Liv Tyler from the original Ed Norton movie, because even in this movie, you saw footage from Ed Norton's The Hulk movie, against him and the Abomination. It was highly and heavily referenced. And then we learn about what's happened to Samuel since that movie. We learned that Ross actually imprisoned him, to do a little work for him, because Ross was actually dying from, I guess you could say, heart failure. With Stern's mind, him being injected with the gamma radiation, the capacity in which he was actually able to predict certain things. So Stern's, in exchange for actually getting out of prison, or so that's what he was promised by Ross, you made him these pills, but all the same, they were actually injected with traces of gamma radiation, which created the Red Hulk. Now, as we know, if you guys don't know, like myself at one point, the Red Hulk actually is a little different from the Green Hulk that we know. Obviously, for the simple fact, not only just because he's red, but because even though Thaddeus is the Red Hulk, he can still tap into his military background, his tactics. And I kind of wish they would have leaned more into that a little bit. But I guess, since him first being, throwing his tantrum, as he put it in the film himself, he's still kind of getting used to it, if you will. Because, you saw him knock out the birds in the sky, essentially the helicopters and whatnot during his tantrum on the White House and things of that nature. But then also, we also saw, new characters. We had Ruth Batsaroff, former Black Widow, born in Israel, trained in Israel, and things of that nature. But then also you see her actually have a crush with, Bucky, when he shows up, for Sam during the time in which Falcon, Joaquin Torres, played by Danny Ramirez, who did a great job, by the way. He's injured during the dogfight because, under the leader's mind control, you see Jackal, and you see the other Air Force pilots start to attack Japan, because Japan thinks that Ross actually played a part in actually stealing adamantium from the Celestial Island. And that's the introduction to the mutant era, because that's what Faki kept saying. We're going to introduce you to the mutant era. Little by little, that's what they were doing. And they did it with this film, in my opinion. A little taste of it. And then we see Isaiah Bradley make a cameo. And they use, the leader is using his powers to actually manipulate people. This is very much like a Civil War era type movie, but just with Sam Wilson. I thought this was really good, actually. Like I said, they had Liv Tyler in there. A lot of people think that wasn't really her, but I think it was. And you also hear at the very post-credit scenes that pretty much, we might be getting Secret Wars, pretty soon, or something to that effect. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Deuces.